By the way, tonight on Fox, Arizona hosts the Denver Broncos. Now, Josh Rosen's a rookie quarterback. He's not as polarizing as Baker Mayfield. I don't think he's as talented and as hyped as Sam Darnold. But he's really good and throws the prettiest football. By the way, Arizona jumped ahead of Miami in the NFL draft to get him. Miami just sat there. Miami just found out that Ryan Tannehill has been ruled out this week and appears to be out for the next 3 weeks, maybe a month. The key to solving a problem is admitting you have a problem. I've told the story. My late father was an alcoholic. When he finally admitted, I'm an alcoholic, then he could go out and get help. To solve a problem, you got to admit you have a problem. Miami, Ryan Tannehill's average, and now he's not even physically available on a consistent basis. It's time to get a new quarterback. By the way, what's the one team right now in the NFC that's not even competitive? The New York Giants. They wouldn't admit last year or the year before, we got to get a new quarterback. There are a bunch of teams in the NFL right now. Tennessee, Marcus Mariota. I know you think he's going to be it. I know you like him. I know a lot of kids in Nashville have those Marcus Mariota jerseys, and your kids are adorable. And on that baby blue, and Marcus Mariota is not getting you to a Super Bowl. I've been waiting now 4 years. We've been waiting for you. You see how good Darnold is early? You saw how good Carson Wentz was early, how good Andrew Luck was early, how good Deshaun Watson was early, how good Russell Wilson was early. How good, it doesn't take that long to figure out, we got the right guy. With the rule changes right now, if you can't figure out within about 15 games if you got the right guy, you got the wrong guy. Marcus Mariota, Tennessee, you need a new guy. Cincinnati, Andy Dalton, come on. Who are you fooling here? Every time you face Pittsburgh, he shrinks. And so tonight, by the way, Jacksonville with Blake Bortles. Who are you fooling? You're not fooling the players. You're not fooling the coaches. The defense in Jacksonville doesn't even play hard this year. Why? Because they don't buy the player. So when you watch tonight, Miami finds out today Ryan Tannehill can't play. So he's average and he's not physically available. What are we doing here?
I'm with you.
Who are you trying to fool? You
You're not fooling me.
Want to solve a problem? You got to admit you got a problem. Giants, get a quarterback. Miami, get a quarterback. Jacksonville, get a quarterback. Tennessee, get a quarterback. I mean, it's who are you fooling? Arizona, by the way, admitted it. Carson Palmer retired, and they immediately were like, okay, we're going to get a veteran for a year, Sam Bradford, 1-year contract, and then we're going to go move up in the draft and get a really good quarterback. And they got a break that Josh Rosen fell to him. But they admitted they had a problem, and let's go solve it. A veteran, big money for a year, and Josh Rosen. So watch him play tonight. By the way, I'll do some social media tonight. I want you to watch Josh Rosen.
You going to get on Twitter?
I'll get on the bird tonight. So watch Josh Rosen play, and you give me on Twitter, you go to the herd or go to, at Colin Cowherd, and you tell me, you give me a rundown like you're a GM or a scout on what you see from him. What do you like? What do you not like? And how about this? If you really nail it, we'll mention you on the show tomorrow. I want you to watch Josh, because nobody's watched Josh Rosen outside of Phoenix. So because you're watching Darnold and you're watching Baker and a little bit of Lamar, nobody's watching this kid play. Watch him and give me your take on him. I think he throws an absolutely beautiful football. I don't know if he's durable enough to last in this year, 15 years, but he's fun to watch. He'll be on display tonight. By the way, Denver doesn't have the right quarterback, but they know they don't. The reason I don't mention Denver with Jacksonville and Tennessee and Miami, no, Denver's looking for the right quarterback. They just missed on one. Yeah, they sent a bunch of scouts this week to Oregon to the Duck-Husky game to watch Justin Herbert. They know they need a quarterback. They're not denying it. They just can't find the guy. Kirk Cousins, Viking quarterback. The article says here, Kirk Cousins proving to be the real deal as the new leader of the Vikings. No, he's not. He's proving that once again he's Andy Dalton. Is that Andy Dalton, when you surround him with great weapons, Andy Dalton at one point had Mohamed Sanu, A.J. Green, Tyler Eifert, Marvin Jones, had a great season. And when you put Andy Dalton up against the Steelers, he shrinks every time. Prime time, he shrinks. Kirk Cousins, when you give him Thielen and you give him Stephon Diggs and you give him this team is really good and he beats everybody except the teams you actually paid him to beat. So Kirk Cousins and Andy Dalton are mostly the same guy. They're good against everybody except the teams you need him to beat. Kirk Cousins is 4-19 in his career, 4-19 against the teams that are better than 500. And oh, by the way, Andy Dalton is great against everybody except he's 3-12 against the Steelers. In the NFL, night games are usually the games when you face the biggest teams in prime time, good teams. Andy Dalton, and this is for guys who have started over minimum 10 games in prime time, night games, Sunday night football, Thursday night football, Monday night, Thursday night, all that stuff. Andy Dalton's won 32% of those games, and Kirk Cousins has won 29% of those games. And the other two guys with lousy percentages, Mark Sanchez and Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford's fallen into that, but I think he has more talent than Dalton and Kirk Cousins. So, no, I think he's, Andy Dalton is 6'2", 220, not very mobile, average arm. Kirk Cousins is 6'2.5", 215, average arm, not very mobile. They're very good when you surround them with good players, but they don't beat the teams that you really need him to beat. Dalton can never beat the Steelers. He shrinks every time. Great against the Browns, but he can never beat the Steelers. And Kirk Cousins is fine against a lot of people, but, in order for this contract to make any sense, he's going to have to beat Aaron Rodgers a couple times, and he's going to have to beat him once in Lambeau. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.